Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Straw Baby, coming back at you with another video. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below and like this video, and comment down below at the end and tell me your thoughts on this video. Today I'm going to be doing a super fun eyeshadow look. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but it's going to be colorful. So I have this new bad boy here. She has lots of color, as you can see. So this is a Stacey Marie XL Pro palette. I am a big lover of the original Carnival palette. As you can see here, she looks very busted. She's very well loved. So I'm going to be doing, I guess, a review slash tutorial on the Pro palette. And then I'm also going to be reviewing the Mitchell Subzero palette. It looks like this. And this is the inside of the palette. It's super cute. So yes, I'm going to be giving y'all my thoughts on those two palettes and what I think about it. I did use these palettes prior to doing this video just so I could give you a better review on it, or my thoughts on it, without just having I don't want this to be first impressions. I want this to be like a thorough review where I've already played with the colors and used it a little bit before, and I'm just showing you how it performs on the eyes. So if that sounds like something you're interested in watching, please keep watching this video, and without further ado, I'm gonna get right into the tutorial. So I went ahead and zoomed you guys in so that you guys could get a close-up personal look at this face. I'm gonna be priming my eyes with the e.l.f. poreless putty primer just before I go ahead and put eye base primer. And then I'm going to be going in with my P.louise eye base, and I'm going to be priming my eyes with that. So I think I decided on what I want to do. I'm going to be going in with this shade right here called Persuasion. Wow, I'm fucking stupid. The names are in the back. I'm going to be taking that shade on a small little brush like these.
You about love. Probably quote me a sonnet. But you've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Oh my God, what an angel on earth just for you. Could rescue you from the depths of hell, and you wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel.
So this is probably a random shade to throw in there, but I'm going to be going in with Inferno and I'm going to be putting that above this pink shade. I'm going to see, I've never tried that color combination, so we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to be just taking it on this little small Morphe brush. I'm just using my face. I'm not using no fucking hand. Surprisingly, I haven't used any of the reds in this palette, so we're gonna see how they perform, because red usually isn't my favorite eyeshadow color. It's my least favorite. So I'm gonna go in with the mixture of, let me see, this shade right here named Foolish, and then this shade called Makeup. I'm gonna try to mix those two to get a really good transition shade. I'm gonna be using this Morphe brush. I think this one actually has a number. Do we care? No, we don't. I'm gonna be taking this Morphe brush and I'm gonna be smoking that up. I'm going to be going in with this purple shade right here called Wasted. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. That one. But if it doesn't show up, I'm just going to be going in with the black shade in the palette just to darken it up just a little bit. If the purple doesn't work, then I'm going to be using the black. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking my Garnier Micellar Water. The shade is fire as fuck. Okay, if you don't have it, go get it. Go to your Walmart and go get it. I'm gonna be getting this and Q-tip and let me show you that little trick. Ah! Okay. And you're just supposed to wipe off the excess concealer, and it's supposed to help you get a cleaner look. And by the looks of it, it's getting real messy. Oh shit. So you're supposed to clean it up, and it's supposed to give you a really clean cut crease. So you see how like the eyeshadow will blend in with the concealer and it looks pink now? It's supposed to keep it super snatched. I'm gonna try a fat ass Q-tip. Do you see how big this shit is? Why? What was the reason? I'm not sticking that in my ear. Okay. So low-key, that actually really worked. Do you see how it looks a lot sharper now and it doesn't look all full of fucking messy ass concealer? I want to do like a chunky glitter because I haven't done that. The only thing is I'm scared of chunky glitters, dude. Like, I should be scratching my eye up. I'm gonna be going in with the white eyeshadow in the palette as a base, and see how pigmented it is. I don't have anything underneath, so we'll see how it looks. This isn't going to be my actual base shade. I'm just doing it so whenever I do eyeliner, because I want to do a lot of things in my eye. A lot of things in my eye. Wow, very descriptive. Now that I put that white base down, I'm going to go and finish the other eye off camera, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing next. So now that I have cut the other crease, I'm going to be going in with some liner, and this is what I was saying, that I didn't want to put glitter quite yet, because if you put glitter and you put liner on top, it's just gonna crack. It's a hot mess. Just no. So I'm gonna be going with this Get It Beauty corrosive eyeliner. It's water activated paint, and yes, I'm gonna be going with this shade. Okay, oh my goodness, I'm really trying to pull through this tutorial because I feel like in real time it's taking for fucking ever. I started at like 12 and it's like 1:40, so it's been a couple of hours. It's been like 2 hours, so struggling. So I'm gonna be going in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Gel. I was gonna say liner. Glitter gel, and this is in the shade Distortion. Guys, this shit is fucking fire. If you haven't discovered this already, it's so fucking good. But it's just, the only thing is, be careful. Oh shit. Be careful when you're taking it off of your eye. Make sure like you use a lot of precaution, because you know sometimes these will be labeled that it's not meant for your eye, or just to be careful, especially with glitter. You can always cut your eye. I've cut my eyelid like twice already. That shit fucking hurted. It just burned so bad. So please proceed with caution when using this. Just take it off very carefully, because like I said, it's very easy to cut yourself with this. And so I'm going to be using this dangerous ass liner. Now that my eyes are done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera, just to come back and do like bronzer, blush, highlights, stuff like that, and to give you guys my final thoughts on everything. So okay, so I went ahead and did the rest of my face. I did bronzer, blush, foundation, all that stuff, because I feel like it's really repetitive. The only thing really that I've changed was my foundation, which is the Covergirl matte foundation. I didn't mention this whenever I was talking about my favorite foundations, but this is next to the Maybelline one. I use this all the time. I'm using it now because I'm a little bit darker, I feel, and the Maybelline one was a little too white for me, so I just had to go back to my neutral tone. So anyways, I'm gonna be trying the Subzero palette. So I have used this already before. Like I said, I've used this and the other palette before, because I didn't want to come on here and just use something that I haven't actually had a chance to test out. So I have used this shade right here, which, you know, it's like Mitchell, so it's just the M's. This shade right here, it was the first shade I dipped into because I've seen him use it before. And let me tell you, first of all, it's not a palette where it's like a beaming highlight. It is a good, it's like a, it's not a chunky glittery highlight. It's a smooth highlight. It's not going to be super glittery or super shiny or anything like that, which I personally like glittery highlighters. This one is not a glittery highlight though, even though it looks like that in the pan. It's a matte, I was going to say eyeshadow, matte highlighter. So this shade right here, when I first dipped into it, be very careful if you do get this, because I got way too much and I had like a white streak on my cheek, and let me tell you, alright, I'm already pale, and the fact that I had a white stripe on my cheek is saying something, okay? This one though, so this is the blue one, this is the pink one, and like I said, they're both glittery. These, don't be discouraged because the shades do look a lot darker than what they really are. This one right here looks like it would match it, but this is actually pretty pale for me. And I have to actually mix it with this shade and this shade sometimes to get that more golden look. This is a white gold, which if you struggle to look for those, which I have, is a really good shade to have. I love it because I try to look for a white gold shade, and this is exactly that. This one, again, don't be scared of the color range. Maybe these two you might steer away from if you're a lighter complexion, deeper complexions. Bomb, you're good to go. Basically, there's a little bit for everybody is what I'm trying to get at here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and use, let's see, what am I trying to go for here? I think I'm gonna start off with that blue shade again. I think I'm going to, what do I want? Actually, I want gold tone skin, so I'm going to mix these two together right here. I'm gonna put that on my cheek. As you can see, it kind of gives you that like little tan highlight. I'm gonna be going in with the KKW lip liner in the shade Nude 0.5. This one is my favorite lip color to use. Oh. I'm also going to be using the shade Los Angeles. Of course, I usually use these two a lot. For lips, I'm going to be going in with one of these lip toppers from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think I'm going to go with this pink shade right here. This is the color Pearl, and I'm just going to be like tapping that on my lips. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the lashes. The lashes. I'm gonna be using these lashes right here. These are the Kiss I Envy lashes in the style 121. These are one of my favorites. They look really crispy and used, so as you can see, dude. So one tip I would give whenever you're gonna put on lashes, at least try to line your eyes not the way I did it. You see how that looks really bad? Look, I put glitter on. I made my choice. Okay, this is, don't do liner over glitter. Okay, don't do what I did. So my first tip would be to put on eyeliner. If you're wearing a full face of makeup, or you're wearing eyeliner or not, whatever it may be. I said full face of makeup. Wow, stupid. I meant if you're wearing eyeshadow or no eyeshadow. If you're wearing makeup, just at least lightly line your lashes, or go in with like an angled brush like this and tight line your eyes like all right here with some black shadow if you don't want to use eyeliner. That would be my first tip, to make sure to blend in the lashes really well. Second, I would put mascara. This is optional, so you can put mascara before lashes or after lashes. It's up to you. I put it on beforehand. I used to put it on afterward, but I just put it on beforehand. So I use the Essence Extreme mascara. Super cheap, really bomb, $4. Do I need to say more? I'm gonna get some eyelash glue. So this is the Lily Lashes eyelash glue. I think I've talked about this before. I used to use duo eyelash glue. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't buy duo eyelash glue, okay? It was good for a while, but it would just make my eyes itch really bad, so I just don't recommend buying duo anymore. I got Lily Lashes because they didn't have the House of Lashes glue when I went. So if you can get the House of Lashes glue, it's $9. The Lily Lashes glue is $12. You take your pick. I haven't had any problems with this one. It's been doing fine. Now, given with my inner corner, it still doesn't stick down no matter what I do. I have to always take it off and put it on again for it to stay put. So I feel like that's just me personally. Like, my eye gives me trouble, so don't, you know, disregard that the lash glue isn't good. So now that the lash glue is dried down, I'm gonna go ahead and place it on my eye. So as I start from the inner corner, outer corner, lay it down and gently start to push up into the eye. Make sure you have your eye looking downward. I get tweezers and secure the front, and then work my way to the back. So when you're gonna put on eyelashes, because I know that probably was a little quick to teach, I used to think tweezers was pointless. You can use them or you cannot use them. It's up to you. Some people like to use them. Some people like to use just their hands. Now, when you have nails, that's a different story, alright? You gotta use the tweezers. The way I do it is, so before I put on the lash itself, I like to curve it, just do this. I don't know what this is called, but I just round out the lash basically, so that I'm getting it ready for it to be put on my eye, so that it'll fit my eye, or it'll hug my eye better. And when you put it down, I just try to slowly drop the first part. So you see how this right here, I hope y'all can see that, the front part of the lash is touching the inner part of my eye, and then I slowly drop it and I secure the back part first. So I push this into the eye, and I don't know how to explain it other than when you actually put on the lash yourself, you push it into your eye, like your eye socket, I don't know how to explain it, and then you push the middle part of the lash in and secure that first, and then quickly go in with tweezers and pull this to the lining of your eye and push it inward as well. Lashes take practice, so if you don't get it the first couple tries, that is fine. I know I struggled. I used pre-glued lashes. I don't know if those even exist anymore, but I use pre-glued lashes. If not, don't try on lashes like when you have full face makeup on or you're gonna go out somewhere. Do this on your free time. Right now we have plenty of free time, so just practice putting on lashes over and over and over until you feel like you get it. So again, also with lash glue, there's some people that can't really tell whenever it's dried. So when you put lash glue on, it looks blue, and when it starts to kind of fade away to like where it's becoming clear, that's how you know it's ready to be put on your eye. So again, get in the lash, see how it's kind of touching the inner part of my eye, and drop the lash, and I'm just pushing it into my eye socket. I'm letting the lash, like leaving it alone, I'm just pushing it into the eye, and then I'm getting my tweezers, and I'm just securing the front part of my lash. And that is how you put on lashes. I hope that was helpful. It takes time. You're not going to get it on your first try, but that's just some tips, and I hope that helps, because I understand lashes is a struggle, and I never wore them for a long time because I hated putting on eyelashes, but now I love them. So practice, practice, practice. Just make sure you choose the right glue. Get comfortable using tweezers. Use eyeliner to blend them into your eye, and then also, again, just practice that movement where you're just trying to get comfortable what works for you, because me dropping it on my eye, maybe that doesn't work for everybody else. Just all depends on the person. So I hope that was helpful. Now that the lash part of this is over, I'm gonna get into my final thoughts of this bad boy right here. So overall, from what I've used, and obviously this look didn't demonstrate the best way probably. I used a lot of the colors, and I just hadn't used the reds or the pinks that much, so I thought I would just use it today. I obviously will be doing green eyeshadow looks and blue and red and all the other colors that are in the palette. So I want to start off by saying the highlight shades, I like these a lot better from the old palette, because the old palette had 2 shades. Neither of them matched my eyes. Get it together, sis. None of the shades matched my skin tone, which I know in the UK it is a big thing to be tan, and there's not a lot of pale skin people over there, or if there is, they're just really big self-tanners. So I noticed that there wasn't highlighters that matched my skin tone in the other palette. This one, however, does. They turned Moony, which was a old shade from the palette, which was one of my personal favorite highlight shades. They turned it into a big pan, which I fucking love. I'm so happy. And then they have these 2 darker shades. Of course, you can always just choose to mix these or these if you need something in between. So I feel like there was more room to play with this, and this definitely does target towards makeup artists. There are some shades that repeat from the old palette, which I feel like was for a valid reason, like the yellow, the orange, the pink, the purple, shades like that. Like I said, those were in there for a reason. I use those the most. So you see how the pink, the orange, the yellow, and all those shades, I use those the most. So I love the fact that they put that in there. And then they put some transitions in here. They put some green in here, which I really liked. These right here, I did get a chance to play with these as well. The formula, so the green right here, you're going to be very surprised, but the green right here is reflecting this shade. So this one is actually more pigmented than this one. This one's going to become a darker green. It does change a little bit, or it does oxidize on your eye. And this one right here is a like neon green, which I love it. I'm going to be doing a tutorial next on it. As for the pinks, they put this red in here, which I really appreciate. It's not a pink red or a I don't know how to explain it, but when you put reds on your eyes, usually they change into like a pinky red, or like it's just not a true red. It's something like it's orangey or it's warm tone, but it's not a true red. This one is a true red, which I really do appreciate. And then I see that they included like a much darker shade. So you have your warm tones right here, you have your pinks and your purples here, your blues, and then you have your neutrals, which I really appreciate the neutrals. I personally do love the neutrals in this palette. I have used those as well. So like I said, I've done looks with the neutrals here. I've done looks with the greens. I've used the purples and the pinks. I use this shade as well. This is a really, really beautiful shade. So I'm going to try and do as many looks as I possibly can with this palette. Definitely a lot of room to play with color here. If you don't have a colorful eyeshadow palette already, or if you don't already own Stacey Marie's palettes, this is fire. I would really recommend it. If you're a makeup artist, I recommend it. It's really, really good. I can't really say anything bad about it other than probably the application process. So the old palette was more pigment based. So these palettes are like pigment based, and I actually like the older formula better, if I'm being completely honest. The older palette was not powdery. It was like it was a very dry formula, but that's what made it a good palette, because it was like pressed pigments into the palette. This one, it's a little bit more of that eyeshadowy texture, where it's more like thin powder, and the other one was thicker powder. And this one does have a little bit more kickback. So like this shade right here, makeup, that I use, you can probably see that there was fallout in that one. And then this shade, definitely right here, if you do your eyeshadow with this one, you're gonna have fallout all underneath the lid. Some people personally don't like that. Some people don't really care about it. I don't care about it. The only thing that threw me off is whenever I was going to do my makeup, I put primer on and I smeared blue all over my face. I couldn't even see it. So make sure to take a wipe just in case, because some of these shades will sneak up on you. You can't see that it's underneath your eyes and you will smear it everywhere. So just giving that out there. I've used quite a bit of them, as much as I possibly can, and I've loved everything. Like I said, it's Stacey Marie. I'm never disappointed when it comes to something that she does, because she is a professional makeup artist, and I just see her using her own products all the time. So I trust somebody when I see them using their own products all the time, not just promoting it once and never talking about it again. So I really did like this palette. I hope you guys like the look that I did. I know it wasn't the most colorful look that I could have done, especially with all the colors that are in this palette. Overall, I really loved the palette. I don't really have any complaints other than, like I said, the formula did change a little bit, but that does not disregard the fact that the palette is still a really good palette. The other palette I need to mention also is the Mitchell palette, of course. I used this. So like I said, this is a very diverse palette as well. This is, I feel like these two together are really good to buy together, because especially if you are a makeup artist. Again, you have room to play with different skin tones here, deeper complexions, lighter complexions, medium tone complexions, olive, all kinds. You can use this on every skin tone. And of course, Mitchell also is a makeup artist like Stacey Marie, and I feel like he did put thought into that part. And he also didn't make these shades super glittery. He's also keeping into consideration the people that don't like glittery highlighters, which there's a lot more people that don't like them over the people that do like them. So I kind of took an L with that one. I wish they were glittery, but obviously, you know, he made these intended for people to wear them with no makeup on or with makeup on, which I can appreciate that, because sometimes you look a little crazy in person wearing glittery highlighters. So I like this palette as well. I don't have anything to say about it like bad, other than please go in light-handedly, because you can end up looking a little Sister Stripey with this one. So be careful when putting it on. Other than that, I don't have anything bad to say about these palettes. I really like them. I have a deep appreciation for UK makeup. So my final thoughts is just that I really love both of the palettes. Again, UK makeup never disappoints me. It's just always the best. So I love both of them. I recommend you guys buy them. I will leave links to both of them down below. And that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a little something, whether it's eyelashes or eyeshadow or about this product. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell button if you guys want to be notified every time I upload, since I'm a smaller YouTuber. Obviously it's not going to notify you right away. Don't forget to like the video. Please do. It helps me a lot. And comment down below your thoughts on this look, or any suggestions you have for me to upload next. If you want to, if you don't, it's probably going to be dead in the comment section, but I don't care. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! I fucking got it, dude. Love you. Okay, I need to sit my flat ass down. Oh, a smart bitch. It's like, my lens!